What's going on, Colts Nation? Appreciate you joining me here on day 2 of free agency, at least the tampering period. The new league year starts tomorrow officially, but for right now, it's technically just the tampering period, and there's a lot going on. A lot more has happened today, some more big names going to new places, but here for the Colts, we have information on a couple of the Colts from today staying in place. Okay, the Colts yesterday, we review what we did yesterday, where we re-signed Michael Pittman Jr. to a 3-year, $70 million contract. And then you have Grover Stewart, 3 years, $39 million. Tyquan Lewis, 2 years, $12 million is what the numbers ended up being on his contract. 2 years, $12 million. And then you had Zaire Franklin, who was the first person to get signed for the Colts this offseason, where his extension ends up being 3 years, $30 million, 31, something like that. But here on day 2 of free agency, the only moves that the Colts have made up to this point, still only signing their guys, right? The Colts have not gone out of the building to spend money at this point. They're signing all their own guys first. And you had Rigoberto Sanchez. And this is a guy who was kind of up in the air. We were unsure if the Colts were going to re-sign him, if they weren't. I think we had different conversations about him. I think the first conversation I had about him, I was talking about re-signing him. I might be wrong there. But the last conversation was, if it's between Tommy Morstead and Rigoberto Sanchez, go ahead, give me Morstead. But Rigoberto Sanchez does come back to the Colts, 3 years, $7.5 million, $2.5 mil per season for Rigoberto Sanchez. So somebody we know can do the job, right? He had a couple seasons, had the cancer the 1 year and missed a lot of time. Then somehow, some way, punter gets, the Achilles injury, just freak injury, and he misses another season. Well, Rigoberto Sanchez, for the most part, very good punter. Sometimes outkicks his coverage, but he can absolutely bomb the football. So having him back in the building is going to be good. Then you have Kenny Moore, who got paid 3 years, $30 million. And that deal makes him the highest paid nickel slot corner in the NFL. Okay, he's tried so hard to be able to get rid of the label of being a slot corner. He hasn't been able to. That's really what he does, and he does it very well. If you're wondering just how well he's able to do that job, Ed Warder on Twitter had this to say, where he said, Kenny Moore's 13 interceptions when lined up as slot cornerback are 5 more than any other player since the start of 2017. And the people closest to him on that list are Tyrann Mathieu, Mike Hilton, and Bryce Callahan, who are all tied with 8 such interceptions. So Kenny Moore being able to get it done, doing exactly what you need him to do. You got to get the ball back. Kenny Moore is able to get you the ball back. He's a ball hawking kind of guy. He's usually sticky on receivers and is able to get his hands on the football. But then when you look at his tackling numbers, for as small as he is, you think about his size. He's only 190 pounds. It's 5'10". But starting from 2018, he has 77 tackles, then 61, then 80 in 2020, broke over 100 tackles in 2021, where he had 102 tackles and 4 interceptions in 2021. Then 2022, 65 tackles. Then 2023 had 93 tackles. So Kenny Lightning in a bottle Moore is back with the Colts. He's been lightning in the bottle whole time he's been with us. Looks like he's a guy that could end up finishing his career with the Colts. Hopefully he can help us get to a championship. With Anthony Richardson on his rookie deal, there's more money to spend, and whatever happens, we will continue to update on this channel. So please hit that subscribe button. Make sure you have notifications turned on so that you can get notified when any such video does come out. Of course, I appreciate you stopping by for another video. As always, take care of yourself, take care of each other, and go Colts.